Hello, my name is John. I'll be your AutoCAD instructor. So today we are going through the AutoCAD. We need to do this is an introduction video on AutoCAD, on the tools, on how it operates. So when you first open the AutoCAD program, the CAD program, this window will appear. The window will appear here. You can see the start drawing, open files, select a sheet set, get more templates online, explore sample drawing. Then here all the recent documents, all the recent drawings that you have done will appear here. You can move down to see them. This is for if you want to easily access them, you can just click on the drawing you want to access. So if you want to open a file that is saved on your computer, you can click on the open file. But for now, let's click on the start drawing and go through the AutoCAD tools. So let's click on the start drawing. So this is the window where we draw on. This is the window where we draw on. It looks like a mesh. It has boxes for easier drawing. Then on the upper side we have the menu bar. We are currently on home, and on home is where you find the tools that we use to draw. So let's go through a few tools. Here is the line command. The line command tool is used to create a line. When you highlight it, you can see it creates straight line segments. So when you click on the line tool and you want to draw a straight line, you can just click on the left to place the line. Then you can set the distance. Here you have an angle. On a 0-degree angle, the angle will be horizontally straight. But if you can draw it even on a 16 or 20-degree angle, depending on the drawing you'll be doing. Then after placing the line on the right angle, you can input the distance. Let's say our distance will be 20 for now. 20. So that's our distance. Then the line, this is where 20 is. So you can continue. You can either continue drawing the line, or you can press on the escape button to release from there. So let's input another line that goes down on a angle of 90 degrees, 20. Enter. Then escape to disconnect the line. So this is the line tool, the work of the line tool, just drawing straight lines. It comes in handy when you need to draw objects with straight lines. Now we have this other tool which is called spline. It creates a smooth curve that passes through the near specific point. So if you select on this spline, this creates curves. Let's select that part and select maybe here, then click left. So when we bend the line, it either create a curve upward, or if you take the line upwards, it creates a curve downwards. So mostly this is used to create curves according to how you will draw. That is a spline tool. When you at the end, you can either connect it back, or you can click on escape to disconnect. Then it is deleted. Here we have this polygon tool. It creates a polygon, creates an equilateral closed polygon. So if you select the polygon tool, then you need to input the number of sides. So let's say a polygon will have 6 sides, then you click enter. So now we can draw the polygon. Now I can draw the polygon. So this polygon will have 6 sides. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the polygon tool used to create a polygon. Let's delete. This is the rectangle, used to create a rectangle. This is obvious, as the name suggests. You just specify the corner point, then you draw according to the distance you'll want. So on this side it shows the distance to 40, Then on the width, on the height, the distance is 21, 39, 21. Let's click. So this has a width of 39 and a height of 21. So if you need to draw something that has a rectangle in it, you can use the rectangle tool. So let's delete that. I'm deleting by clicking on the delete button on the keyboard. We also have this is used to draw circles. You can draw using radius, using diameter, using 2 points, 3 points. So first of all, let's use the radius. You just select on the radius, you click on the screen, you move outwards, then you type the radius you want. Maybe let's say our radius will be 7. Enter. So this has a radius of 7. Draw using radius. Let's do the same, drawing using diameter. So click on center, diameter, click on where you want the midpoint of the circle to be, drag outwards, then let's use the same diameter, enter. So drawn circle drawn using diameter is smaller on the same distance as the circle drawn using radius. So this was drawn using a radius of 7, this was drawn using a diameter of 7. Also, let's go to the 2-point circle, where you specify the first point where you need the first point to be, then you specify on the second point. You can see here, maybe at the diameter of 20, this will be the second point, and there a circle is drawn. The same goes for this one, where you specify 3 points. Maybe the first one will be here, the second one will be here, and the third one will be maybe here. The moment you click on the third part, the circle is drawn. So those are the ways of drawing a circle. Let's delete. So suppose you want to draw an oval. Some shapes are not exactly circles, they are a bit an oval like. So you will use this ellipse looking tool. Click on this center, then you click on where you need your line to start, where you need your circle to start. So you will input, for an ellipse you need to input the width. Let's say our width will be 20. Then we'll also have to input the height. So since we use 20, let's use a height of 10. Enter. So there is our ellipse. So if you need to draw an ellipse, that's how you draw it. The other things like these are the drawing tools. To modify, we have modifying tools here. So modifying tools, we have the move tool. This is used to move an object to a specified distance. So you can select first of all the move tool, then select the object. After selecting the object, you press on enter. Then it will ask you to select the base point. Base point is the point where you'll hold the object you're moving. So if base points, you want your base point to be the center, you can click on the center. If you want a base point to be on the line, you can click on that line. But when moving a circle, it is advisable to use the center. So let's click on the center and maybe move it a distance of, we'll type the distance. Make sure that the line is on a 0-degree angle to make sure it's going straight. Then maybe a distance of 19. Again. So the circle moved from, the ellipse moved from where it was here to a distance of 19. We can also move it downwards. Right now let's select the object, then select the move tool, then the base point. So let's move it downwards, select on the center, move it downwards a distance of maybe 20, enter. So we move it downwards. There's also a copy tool. Copy is used to make the copy of the object you've selected a specified distance to. So let's click on the copy tool, copy command, and select the ellipse. We will press on enter. Then the object is selected. So we have to specify the base point of where we'll move the object. So we'll click on the center. Let's say we'll copy the object upwards a distance of maybe 35. Enter. So we have a copy. We have made a copy there. The copy command will continue creating copies until you press on the escape to remove the copy command. So we have 2 copies of our ellipse. That's the use of a copy command. So we'll also use the rotate. Let's delete the top ellipse and use the rotate command. Use the rotate command. I select on it, then select on the object, which is our ellipse, then click on enter. So now we'll specify the base point as the center, then we can rotate our ellipse. Okay, let's click it there. So we have rotated our ellipse using the rotate command. We also have a scale tool. Scale enlarges or reduces an object to the specified distance. So let's enlarge this ellipse by selecting the scale, selecting the object, clicking on enter, then select the base point. You have to select the base point, and now you have to specify the scale factor. So let's enlarge it to ×4. Click on enter. So our ellipse has been enlarged to ×4. You can see. Okay, let's undo. So we also have the mirror tool. I can't find it here. I will type down here. If you need to find a command that is not on the menu, you can type it down here. Let's type mirror. Click on enter. I will select the object, click enter again, then specify the base point. So here we can mirror the object to any angle you need. So if you click on this side, it asks you erase the source object, say no. So you can erase the source object or not. Here we have mirrored the ellipse using the mirror tool that we typed on the command, the search button. We can also use this is used to delete, erase. So if you need to erase one of the ellipse, you can just select on the erase tool, then select it. After selecting it, you press on enter to delete it. We have also the fillet. For fillet, we need to use a rectangle tool. To show you an example, I'll draw a rectangle. Okay, now let's select on fillet. The fillet command is up here. So it is used to round the edges of the rectangle. So select the first line or the first object. You click here. You press on, after selecting the first object, you go to radius and input the radius you want. Let's say you will use a radius of 20. Enter. So then we come and select the second line. You can see the effect of the fillet. Now we'll use the other one, which is called chamfer. This makes the edge straight. So select on the first line of the first object. Then we'll click on enter, since we already set it to 20. Then select on the other line. I think we need to type in the distance. So click on distance. Let's use 20 again. Enter. Now select the second line. It says specify the chamfer distance, so 20. Enter. Yeah, there. So the difference between fillet and chamfer. I think we are done with that side. So if you need to add a layer, you can come on the layers here, then layer property. Click on the layer property. To add a new layer, you click here. You can change the layer name. Maybe let's set this to trial. Then maybe you can change the color of the layer to red. Line width, then click OK. Set the line width to any specified, maybe I'll set it to 0.15 millimeters. Okay, so now we'll select on the trial layer. We'll double click on the diamond part until the green ticks appear there. So when I draw an object on this layer, it will be on the color that I specified. You see, now it's red because I'm drawing on the trial layer. And if you need to input drawing units, you click on this part, you come on drawing utilities, you select on units. So here you can specify the unit to scale. So now it's on inches. You can set it to millimeters, centimeters, meters, in any way you feel like. Then precision, you can make it to 0. Then okay, so that's how you change the drawing units. And finally, here we have here we have a hand tool, the one called pan. This is used to move the screen. When you select on the screen and move left, it moves left. Move right, left, it moves left. So this is used to move on the screen. You can also use it to place the object on the right place where you want to draw. This is different from the move tool. The move tool moves the object you have been drawing. The pan tool moves the entire page. Then we also have the orbit. This orbit is mostly used when we are drawing on 3D to rotate the page and see if the object is on 3D. That's the use of the orbit tool. We'll see it when we start drawing on 3D. So that's all for today. That was an introduction to AutoCAD. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more.